All right, go for it.
Morning. All right, good. Well, welcome. My name is Dr. Marsh. I'm going to be leading the Japanese culture through sport program going in May 25, so next May. Program will be about not quite 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks or so. We'll leave. I think we're tentatively scheduled to leave on May 5th, a Monday. I think we'll probably leave in the evening to get there on Wednesday morning. And then come back, I think it's Friday the 23rd. So roughly 2.5 weeks in country. But first thing, watch a video.
Konnichiwa, Sanford students. My name is Dr. Marsh, and I'm here to invite you to join me for the experience of a lifetime. We will spend May 2025 on an unforgettable adventure in our study abroad program, Japanese Culture Through Sport. We will explore the heart of Japanese culture through the lens of its rich sporting traditions. From the ancient tradition of Japanese martial arts to the pageantry and excitement of a professional sumo tournament, discover the values and history that shape Japan's unique sporting culture. We will also experience the fervor of Japan's modern sporting culture and witness the unique connections between Japanese and American cultures. While in Japan, you will take in breathtaking beauty and profound history of Japan's most iconic landmarks. Savor the authentic flavors of Japanese cuisine and build international friendships while developing a deeper appreciation for cultural diversity. The land of the rising sun awaits you. Begin your Japanese experience today. To learn more about the Japanese Culture Through Sport program, contact Dr. Patrick Mark at jmark4@sanford.edu or visit the Study Abroad website, abroad.sanford.edu. Sanford folks, go far.
All right. So a little about me. Like I said, my name is Dr. Marsh. I am a sport administration professor here at Sanford. I've been here for about 5.5 years. This will be my second study abroad program. In 2022, did British culture through sport through the Daniel House. We had an amazing experience. It went extremely well, and once we got back and started kind of debriefing, talked with global engagement and kind of decided to start trying to move the culture program. So different cultures, same general concept of the course. I think the course is structured really well, but just different countries. So next up is Japan. We're going to be going to Japan, like I said, this May. Little background, I'm from North Carolina, played football there. You'll see how that ties in here in a minute, but we are going to do some stuff with football in Japan. But yeah, I have my email address. It's also my phone number, my office. I don't really answer the phone there, so email is probably the best thing to put on there. Questions about me? All right, cool. Course description. So this is a culture course. It's about culture. As the title says, it's Japanese culture through sport. The intent is for it to be kind of half sport culture, half non-sport culture. And so we're going to be looking at how sporting events operate in Japan. We'll go to several sporting events, but also a lot of non-sporting things. And I'll get into some more detail about the specifics of that here in a second. But really, it's kind of seeing how sport reflects the culture of Japan, and also kind of how Japanese culture can reflect sport and the interplay there. So that's the main idea, is to really get a better idea for what Japanese culture is and do it through the lens of their sporting traditions. Sense? Questions? All right. So the nuts and bolts, where are we going? We will start off by flying into Tokyo, capital of Japan. I think it's still the largest city in the world. or at least close to it. Spent about 10 days in Tokyo total. With one of those 10 days being an excursion up to Maebashi, which is about an hour train ride north of Tokyo here. Maebashi is Birmingham's sister city, so we have some political relations with them. And when we go up there, we're going to try to do some cultural experiences and meet some folks as part of that sister city relationship. After our 10 days in Tokyo, we'll take the bullet train down to Hiroshima. Hiroshima was the site of the first atomic bomb in World War II. We're going to visit the Peace Memorial in Hiroshima from the bomb. We'll spend a day in Hiroshima. We may or may not spend the night there. We're still waiting on the provider to kind of hammer out some details, but it'll either be like we leave Tokyo in the morning and get to Hiroshima and do the Peace Memorial stuff in the afternoon, and then keep going to Fukuoka, which I'll talk about in a second, or we might leave the day before and spend the night and have half a day or so in Hiroshima, or leave in the morning and not go to Fukuoka until the next morning, something like that. But not a whole lot of time in Hiroshima. We're really primarily just going to see the Peace Memorial, talk about World War II. A lot of the Japanese and American, especially political relationships, are the result of World War II. So we'll talk about that. And then we'll go on to Fukuoka, which is down here on the South Island, Kyushu. And we have a partner university there, Senin Gakuin University, which is another Christian university that's in Fukuoka. We'll do some things with them, but also use it as a chance to get outside of the city a little bit and see some more, I guess, like suburban or rural parts of Japan where it's not all massive city. Kind of get a different perspective on culture. Questions about that? So all in, it's like 18, 17, 18-ish days of stuff. First part, what are some of the sporting activities we're going to do? Baseball is huge. Their professional baseball league is the Nippon Professional Baseball. Probably going to see at least two, maybe all three of these teams. The Yomiuri Giants play in Tokyo. It's the Tokyo Giants. They're kind of the biggest and most famous team in Japan. Then the Yakult Swallows are also in Tokyo. Think of them kind of like the Giants are like the Yankees, and the Swallows are kind of like the Mets. But they have this whole outdoor stadium that's got a lot of character of it. It's pretty cool. But these are their mascots. That's the Giants mascot and the Swallows mascot, and their helmets are over there. And then in Fukuoka, you have the Salt Bay Hawks, which also play in the dome. And they're kind of like the Dodgers. They're the other like big, well-known team in Japanese baseball. So the games are amazing. You can kind of see down here with the Giants, like I think European soccer comes to baseball. So like, and I haven't been to Fukuoka, but like in the stadiums in Tokyo, one side of the outfield would be one team's fans, and the other side of the outfield would be the other team's fans. And whichever team's batting, their fans chant nonstop. Like every batter, they have a different chant. So come up to bat and just start. The next person comes up, switch the chants to that batter nonstop. And then when they change sides, half inning, the other teams will start chanting. It's really cool. Sumo and martial arts. Obviously, you think of Japanese sport, you think a lot of sumo and martial arts. The big sumo tournament is in how do you say this? Yeah, that's the name of the yeah, that's Yeah, like I said, I'm from North Carolina. But, a sumo tournament is a 14-day long event. And each wrestler will wrestle once a day. So we are gonna go to 1 day of the sumo tournament, in the National Sumo Stadium there, and then, the Nippon Budokan, which is down here at the bottom, and also, like, that's the inside, is their national martial arts, arena. The most famous, or I guess most well-known, is judo. But, they have open competitions, on the weekends in the summer. We'll go to something. We won't know what specific martial art until closer to time, but we'll see some sort of martial art, in the Budokan. Couple others, American football. So like I said, I did play football, but, when I was over there, they have a league called the X League. And, it's kind of like a semi-pro league. I met with their commissioner and their head of international strategies. And we're gonna try to do some things with them. We'll definitely go to a game. They have a spring tournament that happens at, every weekend through, May and kind of the first part of June. So we'll definitely be able to go see a game, but also looking at possibly doing a clinic, with, Cindy Gokin, the Green Dolphins. So, they share a facility in Fukuoka with one of the X League teams. And we might try to do something with their youth program and put on a little clinic. Then handball, not something we play a lot here in the United States, but, there is a league in, Japan, and we're gonna try to go see the Golden Wolves. That's their team. Question about any of the sports stuff, we might try to throw in something else, softball, volleyball, basketball, something like that, depending on schedules and how things work out, but that'll kind of be a game time decision. Japanese cuisine. How do you say the name of the fish market? Tsukiji. It's amazing. It's in Tokyo. It is like 6 blocks by 6 blocks. It's huge. It's got, this is a picture from there. It's got all these different stalls, and some of them are selling just like produce, and some of them are like restaurants. You can get like A5 Wagyu for $20, and the same thing here would cost you like $100. Awesome. Obviously, you think Japanese cuisine, sushi, a lot of great sushi over there, and then Fukuoka is famous for ramen, and they have a pork broth ramen that it's kind of like their culinary claim to fame. So lots of good food. Some cultural sites in Maebashi, Rinkokaku.
Yeah.
So this is a kind of a palace that's in Maebashi where dignitaries would come and be housed in the city. The Meiji Shrine is in Tokyo. It is the shrine to Emperor Meiji, who kind of led Japan into kind of industrialization, modernizing the country. It's a Shinto shrine. There are a few different Shinto shrines we'll visit. Shinto, the religion, and sumo are culturally and like tradition-wise very intertwined. So we'll use that to talk about kind of the interplay between religion and sport. And then Yanagawa is outside of Fukuoka, and it's a river city, so it's got these moats all through Venice, and you got the river taking around, so we're gonna do that. Question about anything? How to apply? I'm gonna pass this off to Lauren. I know that application's open on the 18th, that's a Friday.
Thank you.
In a couple of weeks, it's 7 a.m. Get on it. But close December 5th, which I think is a Thursday.
It is, yep.
The last day of class. And I know you do it at abroad at Stanford.edu, but
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, still a lot of fun there, but, so our major and our short term, our main and summer term are our most popular and most competitive by far. A lot of students don't want to take a full semester away from campus, So my best advice to you to increase your chances of getting a spot on this program or any of our center thought programs is to apply early. So treat it like class registration, be on your laptop at 7 a.m. on our website ready to apply. What you'll do is you'll go to our website, go to the 2025 May Summer Bucket, go follow down the list and find Jackie's Culture View Sport, click on that, and then you'll scroll all the way down to the bottom, and at 7 a.m. there's gonna be a blue apply now button, very bottom. You'll be able to click on that. And then we'll go through the application right then and there. It shouldn't take you more than a couple minutes because for our short-term programs, there's no essay, there's no faculty rec letter. It really is just reading through several agreements, understanding them, marking as read, signing, and submit. That timestamp, because those programs are first come, first served, are, is really important. So having that timestamp, applying early, that is going to help you increase your chances of getting a spot on this program. So they open October 18th, this is the Friday after fall break. Okay, so you'll go home for fall break, talk with your folks, make sure this or any of our programs is the right fit for you. And then Friday, October 18th, 7 a.m. you'll apply. And they go all the way through December 5th at 11:59 p.m. So Friday fall break through the last day of class of the semester. Everything in abroad.stanford.edu. Think what questions about the application process we all have? Yeah, can you apply for two? Yeah, that's a great question. So you can apply to one program per term. So one May, one summer, and one fall. Yeah.
I was told, I'm graduating May and I was
Yeah.
told I can still apply.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So if you're a senior and you are graduating, you will walk at the end of April, beginning of May, whenever graduation is set. And then you will go on the program and your transcript will technically say you graduated in the summer term, but you still walked with your class and then learn that program.
And then, sorry, one more question on that. Does being a senior like hurt my chances of being able to be accepted into the program?
No, the class is not the highest. Timestamp for these May and summer terms is the most important indicator for that. Class and GPA. GPA is considered because we have GPA policy of 2.5. If you fall between a 2.0 and 2.5, there's an appeal process you can go through. But 2.5 is our GPA policy, and then we run all of our applications through eligibility, which is just checking with the affairs, if you're a good academic standing with the university, and if you have any probation, values violations that aren't there, those kinds of things. But your class status, freshman through senior, that's not as important at times.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hypothetically, if I was to apply to a major program and like that didn't work out, what could I apply to another major program?
Yeah, so what we'll do is, say you apply for a midterm program and you end up on the wait list. There's definitely gonna be programs where we may have like some other open spots where we didn't have as many applications. Some programs are more popular than others. So we'll probably at that point be able to make suggestions and see, if you were interested in any of the others.
But you can't apply to major programs at once, correct?
Only apply to one midterm, one summer term, and one fall. Yeah, for the deposit, do we do that like in the application? Or will we? That's a great question. So on October 18th at 7 a.m., you are not putting any money down at that point in time. But as a part of that application, you will be signing what's called an application fee agreement, which just says that I'm applying to this program, and when January rolls around and acceptances are sent out, should I be accepted into the program, there will be a $200 application fee sitting in my Stanford e-bill. Now, whether you accept and commit to that program or decline, there will still be a $200 app fee in your Stanford e-bill. If you're waitlisted or denied for any reason, then you won't see e-bill funds. These are great questions. Yeah.
I feel like there's probably not a super clear answer on this yet, but do we have an idea of ballpark of price?
Yeah, so our general major, like the rule of thumb, is around 5,000. Our program brochure for Japanese culture sport specifically is still being finalized, and we're having contract negotiations with the provider at this time. But our general rule of thumb is around 5,000 when all is said and done. Some programs all programs have two things that really kind of vary depending on price. One being plane tickets. So if you're going to Japan versus going to Mexico, right? There's going to be a difference in price of plane ticket and budgeting for that. And then the program fee, depending on all the things that you're going to be doing as part of this program compared to some other ones, there may be differences in prices of what things cost to be able to do those things. So you'll see a flat fee, program fee, Which includes the things we purchased on your behalf, the tickets to get into these games, medical insurance, that way you have a doctor who gets sick over there, all those pieces. Have fee, program fee, tuition, room, board. And then you all will be responsible for purchasing your own plane tickets and budgeting for your own. What other questions we got?
For scholarships, I look at there are some, how did those work? For,
That's a great question. So we have 3 scholarships available through our office. One is the first time international travelers called the Go Farther Scholarship. So going on any of our study abroad programs would be your first time out of the country. That is for you. You can apply on our website, as well as for the Heron Scholarship, which is our needs-based scholarship. That's required to back on file. There's a personal statement about the Go Farther and the Heron Scholarship. And then our third one is if you are in the arts major or minor. There is a scholarship in the name of Larry Thompson's late wife and parents who are really prioritize and want students to be able to have a chance to go on some of these short-term programs that may not be able to otherwise. So if y'all have to be a school, the arts major or minor, you can apply for that one. All 3 of those are on our website, and they will open the same day as the program application. So October 18th at 7 a.m. Program applications and scholarship applications will open. My suggestion to you would be apply for the program first, so that way you have that time stamp, right? And then start working on the scholarship. The scholarship applications will close prior to the program applications. So that way you all can learn if you're a recipient of said scholarship in order to make decisions about following your written application. But if you withdraw before applications close on December 5th, no harm, no foul. So application fee.
Have you seen students add, however much money it would cost for the program, add to their student loans, or that's something that's normal?
Yeah, I mean, we've had students take, add to the federal loans or take out loans to be able to go on these programs, yeah. Yeah, I mean, sometimes yes, sometimes no, they go apply for scholarships through us, there are some through the federal government as well. Also talk with the different departments on campus that you're a part of. Say, you know, if you're a biology major, but you wanted to go on the classics program in Greece, talk with both the biology and the classics department, right? Talk with the sports administration department, talk with the folks over there, see if there's any scholarships they have or know are aware of. And then your respective majors and minors department and things like that. Also any student boards you're a part of, Greek Life. I mean, who knows what kinds of scholarships are out there for studying abroad. A lot of people see the value in this experience and want to be able to participate. So see what's out there, apply for those on our website. And we'll direct y'all to things that we are for. Any other questions? Okay, yeah.
for like, not just like this program, for any, like, how many students do you guys need?
Yeah, so it's usually a 10-to-1 student to faculty ratio. Yeah. So that would mean you have 10 students on this track.
Are you the only professor or faculty going on the trip?
Yes.
And as with the
Was your Peterson?
so we have asked the provider for also a breakdown of taking 20 to provider. If we were to get that. Overall, so
Any other questions on that? Or do you have the application process? Okay, I'm gonna put y'all on the spot. Can Eileen, Erin, thank you. So, I want y'all to meet Eileen and Erin. Eileen was on our first cohort this past May to Japan. She's the same student here, and then Erin is our new Japanese outreach. Why am I blanking? Initiative coordinator, out of our office. So she is from Japan and she's now a member of the Stanford Global team and is here to promote Japanese cultural awareness on campus. So these two are great, you know, advocates for Japan. They can answer any questions y'all have about what it's like to live in Japan. Certain things about like, I was asking Erin yesterday, like, here in the US, we think of Japan and we think of sushi, but like, how often does she actually like eat sushi at home? And like, is that something that she actually cooks at home, or is that something that you will eat out at restaurants, things like that? So they're great advocates. Tonight at 5 p.m. Erin is doing a sushi making like night with International Club. So if y'all are interested in attending that, you'll definitely should. Where is it located? Freeze Commons. Great. So that's at 5 p.m. I'll definitely attend. She's gonna show y'all how to make sushi. Talk to you about watching here at Stanford, which was about Japan, all those things. And then I can tell you too about just like what's like to be a Stanford student going on a program to Japan and all of those pieces. And Eileen's also one of our international ambassadors, so if you wanted to set up an appointment with her or any of our other peer advisors, they are just Stanford Broad alum that are here to answer any questions that you have, talk through what it's like to be a student on these programs and have that experience. So anything y'all wanted to add about what students should be excited for about Japan, or why they should go to Japan? Right,
Food is the biggest portion that I would kind of push.
Yeah.
I mean, you went to Japan too, but like, you've seen so many options in the convenience store. Like, each places that you go, they have specialty. And then ramen was mentioned there, but like, depending on where you go, the broth is different, so it tastes different, and then other than food, we have long history in Akashi, so like everywhere you visit, like historical sites. It's interesting, yeah.
Gas station fried chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds ridiculous, but it's amazing.
One thing I would say on is accessibility, the convenience stores are open 24/7, there is one in every corner that you can think of. Super safe, so I never felt unsafe walking the streets at night. And there was always people, the hospitality, people were very nice, y'all treated us, there's a lot of English speaking people there. So, like the workers, like don't feel offended if you go with your knowledge of Japanese like me. Because the people who are working in stores are like used to tourists coming by, and so they like kind of like know a few words, or they help you with like trying like pointing the things and stuff like that. So definitely, if there is one thing I regret not doing, is you like know you're going for sure. No, it's a base.
You can go anywhere by taking trains and bus, pretty much.
And it's all in English too, so. The transportation is very. One, kind of. Easy to follow through your phone apps, but all the stops and things will pop up in English. It's easy to get around, and then another thing is just the general structure of the class, or like concept, is to have. Like one class activity a day. Which might be, 2 hours to a half day worth of stuff. But then the rest of the time, kind of on your own, go explore, go. Be Japanese for 2.5 weeks.
Absolutely.
You can use for the class, when you're walking on, staying on the right side of the escalator. Things like that are like things you should know before you go, because there's like real word, if you're in Tokyo, there's a left or right. Tokyo, I know
I think it's left.
yeah, so like you stand on the left side of the escalator, because people who are on a rush to work walk on the other side. So, and then it switches in certain locations, so like stuff like that, is all pretty important.
You can see it, like,
Yeah,
and how everyone's like doing it, and you can just follow it. So.
you don't wanna do that for it.
All
We'll get you pretty far. All right, ladies, thank you. All right, any other questions y'all got for Jennifer Broad or for Patrick? Cool.
Oh, nice. Brought some of my souvenirs, take a look, ask any questions, also some Japanese